Hey, what is going on, guys? This is the SS Ultimate Goku, back with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about my Attack on Titan English dub episode 83 review. We're going to be reviewing it a little late. There was a lot of things going on, and then there was a lot of things that were delaying stuff for this episode review, but we are doing it regardless. We're getting it done, and we're gonna talk about it. So this is as if we first just seen it, so no spoilers from any future stuff. We'll have the pinned comments down, disabled for remaining of this part of the season, so we can not have to deal with those factors. But yeah. So, review, better late than never. Hopefully we'll get it out sooner for this week's, but here we go. So, the episode begins with, interestingly enough, we see Hanji and we see Levi. At the end of the episode 82, we see them at the end with the Cart Titan and the Commander for the Eldians. So, we see Hanji and hiding, shooting some of the Aaronites people. They're shooting them off. And then you see Hanji, she's talking to Levi, about, what they're going to do, because they're basically by themselves now. And, Levi survived, a Thunder Spear. Because, he's an Ackerman. So yeah, there was that. Levi overhears stuff, and, he talks about, are you going to carry me in that wheelbarrow? And, at this point in the game, they don't really know about Zeke failures. He failed and Aaron won. I think I think during the segment they did hear it, or Hanji had heard it during that point. Had heard it during the point in the conversation that she had with Levi. Because they're nice and lace, and they received the message from Aaron to the Eldians and whatnot. So then Hanji meets up with Pickens and the Cart Titan, and basically the Mikasa lookalike, and they allied with or they decided to, or they offered, basically Levi offered him the allyship with them. And they talk about the info that they have on they talk about the info they have on that they know about the Aaronites and whatnot, and how they could help. The commander was ready to basically kill Levi, and he decides not to, once because he wouldn't be able to, but he doesn't do that, and they decide the partnership. And so that's how they start to form allies, basically. So after, Levi, the commander, the Cart Titan, and Hanji basically agree to align. the theme song plays um, for this episode. You now then after that you see Connie. He arrives with Falco at his village, his hometown. And it's an awkward task for Falco because he doesn't know what's going on. It's an abandoned village, and basically he is basically trying to lure him in to be eaten by the Titan. He opens it up, and shows his mother still there, and he basically tries to brush the teeth, or wants him to brush the teeth. But of course, Gabi comes at the last second and basically says, "No, don't do that. He's tricking you." And then basically Connie basically holds him as a hostage with the sword, and I guess Falco didn't know that he had eaten, you know, his buddy, because he had said, like, "What do you mean?" When he referenced him as the Jaw Titan. So there's that whole aspect. So he's basically holding him hostage, and he wants to put him in there. He goes up to the thing, and he wants to put him in there. And then basically Armin goes up to the pole or whatever, and he basically was going to let himself get eaten by he was going to let himself get eaten by to Connie's mother. But then of course Connie lets go of Falco, and then Armin basically is saved by Connie. And that's how he changes his mind about his mother. They all return to Shanshu, town where, this is where they decide to, focus a plan while eating pie. And they, Armin basically says, there's no reason to think that, Annie wasn't freed by Rhino's thing, of her thing being undone. And then right there you see Annie, in a hood, basically eating some of the pie, which I thought was kind of a funny moment. She abandons her guard friend in the process, leaves her a note, and Hitchens, who is basically left at the altar to basically figure out how to eat all this pie by herself. Then we got a scene with a person who joined the scouts to be like Mikasa, and she had fatal injuries, but she somehow got Mikasa's scarf. Which I think in the last, what was it, 2 episodes ago, they said they didn't know where the scarf was because Mikasa put it back. But then they said that, Eren had it, but he's throwing it away. I must have missed that part because I could have sworn that, Mikasa had gotten it back by that point. She basically was a fan of Mikasa, but she was committed to the cause of the Erenites or whatever. And so because of this, Mikasa decided to take the scarf back, realizing how important it was to her. Then we get to the Erenites, who basically come up with this whole speech of, of basically trying to create a propaganda scandal to people that don't believe in what they believe in, that they die. So they basically are going to kill um, Zeke's, allies. The one they had offered to basically stay since he wasn't behind the plan, but he refuses and cites to the fact that it's because he wanted to liberate his people, and if Eren takes everyone out from the island, everywhere besides the island, he can't do that. So he's basically like, I don't want to be with you guys. And so, when it looks like they're going to die, instead, Jean, who supposedly supposed to be a part of this Aaronite group, doesn't actually shoot the guy. He just shoots bullets 4 times right next to him, but doesn't do anything else. And this leads to the Cart Titan coming out and appearingly to eat him after he pushed the Aaronite commander away. I guess they're trying to make him look like a spy that got eaten. I don't know. But that's what happens there with the Cart Titan. And then they all join forces with Levi and Hanji. And they go off about what their plans are and whatnot. And, they basically laid out the messages of, why they had to do 4 bullets to, set up that whole plan in motion, if you know what I mean. So that's where that leads to that. And then after that, you see the leader of the Aaronites realizes that Mikasa isn't there. And then you got, again, Connie, Mikasa, Armin, Annie now, and Falco and Gabi all together. And they're riding in a chariot cabin, basically. And then you basically see them, talk about the plan, about why Jean joined up with them. And right before that episode ends, after the whole Jean scene, basically telling the truth that he, could not join, what they were doing, he shot, again, the 4 bullets to signal Mikasa and Connie's group, which left with the supplies, as I mentioned just ago. And at that point, they basically go to the house in where Reiner's at, who wakes up, and that's where you see all the group together, and they basically say how they joined forces. And that is how it ends. That is how the episode ends. Of Mikasa, Falco, Annie, Gabi, Connie, they all basically are together, joining forces with Reiner in their mission now to save the world. And assuming the Cart Titan is as well. It's an interesting alliance, that they're all coming together for this. Especially since, obviously they all have different opinions on what they want to do. So, I don't know. I don't know if this is the right decision for them. I don't know if that's the right decision. How is it the right decision? How is it the right decision? Because it's like they're gonna join forces with a dude that literally did exactly what Aaron said they were going to do. Because they were saying that they were going to take over everybody. You know, they were going to try to eradicate them all. So I don't know. I don't think there's no one really right or wrong at this point. So I get what Aaron's talking about, but at the same time, I don't agree with him killing everyone. I don't know. I've not been a fan of what Aaron, the way they changed Aaron's character in this final season to me has been really misguided. It was really misguided and really kind of underhands everything. Um, and now I don't know what the plan is because obvious. Well, no, not if they're going because the Titans are going to the mainland now, right? So they're gonna destroy the soldiers that are over there, on the mainland probably. So the direction is really interesting, and it's like I said, I'm not exactly sure where they're going with this, but it'll be quite interesting to see what they end up doing. Um, you know that they're having all these people join forces now, um, against Aaron, and I guess his Aaronites are basically the Aaronites are basically the pawns, I guess, so to speak, for Aaron. Um, you know, so yeah, this is quite an interesting realization of what they're going to do and where they're going with this. I know there's not that many episodes left for this part. I know they're gonna have another part soon, but it will be quite interesting to see what happens in the coming episodes of what they end up doing. Um, it's gonna be interesting. There's so many questions of what they do with Aaron. I mean, Aaron basically wants to basically eradicate everyone except for people on the island, which you know, um, everything is the whole thing is corrupt. The whole thing, the mainland is corrupt. The island is corrupt. Like everyone's doing something. Because the mainland wanted to do. See, here's the thing: the mainland wanted to do the same thing to the island what the Aaron wants to do to them, because they wanted to eradicate them. Okay, so they're doing this. Aaron's doing the same thing that they were going to eventually do to the island people. I mean, that's why they had the island people. That's why they had them go to the island, because they wanted to get all the Titan people back, because they were threats. They were threats to the mainland. So there's a big issue with how this is being perceived. I don't think no one is wrong in their belief in this case, because again, both both of the two are very corrupt in their believing of this. But it's being presented in a different way, and I'm not exactly sure how this is going to turn out, but it'll be really interesting to see where they go in the next couple episodes, because there's going to be another part apparently. So we might have to wait even longer now, apparently, which is just, I mean, it's just kind of getting ridiculous now. They should have just done the rest of every part, in the anime, and not make us have to wait another goddamn year for it. But that's for another day. Overall, good episode. Very interesting to see where they go. It did kind of make an interest that Connie had to come to the realization that his mother, being freed from being a Titan isn't necessarily the right move. Um, and you know, we'll see where this goes going forward. Let me know what you guys think. This was my review for the episode 83 again. We do have the pending comments for all comments because of it being a dub, and we treat this as if it was first released as a dub. So keep that in mind when commenting, because your comments will not be approved unless, of course, you're someone that's an approved member already. That knows how this works, because this is a dub channel. So yeah, that's about it, guys. Comment, rate. If you like this video, my videos, please hit that subscribe button if you're a new subscriber, or hit that bell for the latest video uploads, so you can see my videos right away. And make sure to comment. It create the engagement, guys. Don't just watch the video. Comment down. Again, just treat it as a dub. That's all I ask for. This is as if it's the first time we're seeing it, guys. That's how this works. English dub for a reason. So, yes, that's about it. I am the SS Ultimate Goku. Peace!